A few years ago, Funko announced a brand new type of Pop. It's more of a deluxe character, and they come inside of these clear acrylic cases. And every time they release another one, it just gets better and better. So I wanted to show you guys a couple that I just got in, starting with these. The two that I've got here were actually both exclusive to Amazon, and they are some of my favorites. Like, take a look at this, guys. It is the Pop VHS cover number 3, Simba on Pride Rock. And what I really enjoy about this is that they put the actual cover on the back side. If you guys want to take a look, there it is. And now one thing that I do find kind of interesting about this one specifically is that they didn't put Simba or like Rafiki holding Simba. They actually put Simba on Pride Rock like it says, but he's not on the cover. It's actually, if you think about it, like a slight spoiler to the movie. So I did think that was kind of funny, but it still looks amazing. And now everybody, if you want to take a look at it without the wrap on and the cardboard on the outside, you can see this is what it's looking like. I just love these things out of the box. Alrighty, now let's get into the second box that we've got here. It's another Amazon exclusive, and it's one that I've actually got most of the figures for in terms of the set. I think I'm just missing a couple of the originals. And so the one that I've got here is the, are you guys ready for this? The Toy Story VHS cover. It's got Woody with Lemmy. I mean, come on, that's amazing. Oh, and you know what? It doesn't actually say his name on the front. Is it Lenny or Lemmy? I always mix it up. And I've taken this one out of the box. It is another really amazing one. And I believe when I was younger, I actually had the VHS for this. And so let's take the wrap off so we can see that Woody and Lenny a little bit closer up, because this is the first time we've ever got Lenny as a Pop, and I'm so glad that they added that. And now I'm gonna be honest, I am a little bit bummed that they didn't make it like a version of Woody and Buzz flying, but I understand why they didn't, because there's definitely not enough room in this thing. And if they're doing a bunch of these, they probably want to have them all the exact same size, so they can't make one like way bigger than the other. Oh, and you know what? Now that I think about it, I didn't even show you guys the cover on the back. If you guys want to take a look, here it is. Okay, so now that was the new VHS covers that I got, but let's take a look at the Pop posters. And here they are right here, and you may be thinking they seem similar in size. But now hold on, before you think that, take a look at this. Here is the VHS cover, and now here is the movie poster for Fantasia. I mean, come on, guys. This thing looks amazing. And it's also one that I've had in my collection for a while, and I figured I might as well show you guys all of the movie posters that I have, because I did pick up 3 brand new ones. And so this is actually the second one that I picked up, because there was one that released a little bit earlier than it, and it's actually this one here for Jurassic Park. Pretty crazy that I have both of these in the collection. I actually think that this one was kind of a bad one to start with on Funko's part. Because taking a look at it, I would not expect that dinosaur to be like a 6-inch size character, because with this Mickey Mouse, that's what it is. Like, if you take a look at this a little bit closer up, the Broom is more of a 3-inch character, and Mickey Mouse is, like I said, about 6 or 7 inches tall. And when you take a look at the T-Rex here, he's bending over, biting onto another dinosaur, so it just doesn't look that big. And so anyways, I've done videos on both of those in the past, so we don't need to get too in-depth with them. But now, let's get into the 3 brand new ones that I just got in from K-Dog and Fish. And now also, they are not sponsoring this video, but if you guys want to check out their website and you are from Canada, they do have a bunch of stuff that you really can't find anywhere else. And so now let's get into the first one here, which is going to be, check this out, The Wizard of Oz with Dorothy and Toto. And now it also says that this is a Diamond Edition figure, and I'm not exactly sure. Oh, the red slippers. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, and you know what? I didn't show you guys the back of the box for the other two, but if you guys want to take a look at this one here, it's got the poster as well as the figures at the bottom. And now I guess let's pop this thing out of the box and see what it's looking like. You know, this one here does also have that wrap on the front, and I do want to take that off because it'll make it a lot clearer when you're looking at that. Alrighty, let's see what it is looking like without this wrap. And also very similar to the Mickey Mouse as well as the T-Rex that we took a look at earlier, Dorothy is a 6-inch, probably almost a 7-inch figure. Oh, and I just noticed now they're actually walking on the yellow brick road. How did I miss that? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure, but I really do enjoy that they added that detail, because with a lot of the original ones, or I believe with the Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey with Broom, yeah, he's just kind of standing on like a black base, but for this one here, it looks way, way better. And so if you are a fan of Wizard of Oz, or maybe just in general like these movie posters, you can hang them up on the wall, and it's got like 2 holes in the back, and I've been trying to figure out a place to put them in here, but they're just way too massive. You know what, if I ever get a larger studio in the future, I would love to have an entire wall of these guys, because they would look amazing together. Oh, and also, for anybody wondering, it looks like they gave Toto a bit of like a stand in the back there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but there's like a bit of a clear base, so that way he stands a little bit easier. And then if you guys want to see them again out of the acrylic a little bit closer up, here is both of them. I don't know, I just really enjoy this thing. Also, another thing that I did want to point out is that these boxes are a little bit thicker than usual. Like on the back side here, they almost made it like double what they normally do. And if you guys want to check that out, there it is. Like you can see, it's a bit thicker like right here across the back. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know if you could see that on your end, but either way, this is definitely a lot heavier. Okay, now everybody, we've got another 100th anniversary one, and this isn't a Warner Brothers one this time. It is Disney, very similar to the Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey, and this one here is actually Snow White and woodland creatures from, of course, Snow White. And yeah, this thing is just amazing. Taking a look at the back here, it actually shows what the original poster looked like, and I don't know if I knew this. It says, his first full-length feature production, Walt Disney presents Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Like, that is just super classic. And then also at the bottom here, you can see it does have that iridescent 100 on there, as well as the characters on the side. And now what I do really enjoy about this too is that they're adding characters that you wouldn't normally see anywhere else as Pop. So for this one, you do get the woodland creatures, and then like I mentioned earlier, with this one here, you do get the broom. And I think that is just such an amazing idea. Instead of just giving us characters that we've had in the past, just put that little extra detail, because these things are kind of pricey, and I believe this one here was, I want to say like $89 or $99. And with that pretty hefty price tag, it's nice that they're going above and beyond. And now let me take it out of the wrap because I want to see the woodland creatures a little bit better. Alrighty, everybody, here it is. And wow, this poster looks amazing. And then also the woodland creatures, it looks like we've got 2 bunnies as well as a squirrel. And it would have been really cool, hear me out on this one, if they put a couple of the dwarfs on the sides, or what if they put all 7 of them? I mean, it might be a lot to do that, but it would have been really cool if they kind of matched what the actual poster was and had like 4 on one side, 3 on the other, and then maybe like a bunny or 2. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But either way, this is still a really well done pop, and I'm so glad that I got this. Oh, and you know what? Another thing that I should mention, because I haven't really talked about it today, is that these figures don't really come out of their cases. Like, you can unscrew them from the back, but for the most part, they're supposed to be inside of here. And I do kind of wish they gave you a way to take them out, but I also kind of enjoy the fact that they're stuck in there. It just keeps it a little bit nicer. And now, everybody, we've got this one here, number 2 in the movie posters line. It is Luke Skywalker with R2-D2 for Star Wars A New Hope. And actually, now that I think about it, I believe this is just the Star Wars poster, so not even when they called it A New Hope later on, and I really do enjoy that, especially because there is a little bit of room for them at the bottom, and then you can still see the Star Wars on the right. And if you guys want to see what the poster is looking like on the back, there it is. Super well done. Also, another thing that I do enjoy about this one here is that they made it so Luke as well as R2-D2 are in the exact same pose that they are on the poster, and I'll show you guys that a little bit closer up once I get this thing out of here. Oh, and also another thing, when it comes to this one here, they are both bobbleheads, because if you guys didn't know, there's a licensing, I kind of say issue, but it's more of an agreement, I guess, with Hasbro and Funko, where the only way they can make these figures is if they are bobbleheads. And I guess this is still technically like a figure, because sometimes they can get away with it, like with the die-cast ones, they're not bobbleheads, but for here, I guess they're still considered like action figures? I'm not exactly sure. And whatever it is, I don't really mind, because this thing still looks amazing, and you can see both Luke and R2 are bobbleheads. It's just R2 doesn't bobble too well, because his head's a little bit smaller. But if you see, Luke definitely does. And I think it's not too bad, especially when you put it on the wall, you wouldn't even notice. And if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think out of all of them, this one here is probably my favorite, just because the poster also looks amazing in the back with these super vibrant colors. And then after that, it's probably, you know what, if I'm gonna be honest, this one here is probably my second favorite. Just because Funko put them into some really nice poses inside. And I'm not saying that the other ones aren't, but they also changed up the floor, and I'm realizing now that they didn't for this one, but I guess the black kind of works with it because they are in space. And now that is all of the movie posters that I have, but I also wanted to find the list of ones that are still coming soon or I need to pick up just to let you guys know. Okay, so another one that I do need is Pinocchio, and that one's really cool because he also comes with Jiminy Cricket. Oh, and then the other one that I need is Cinderella, and that one's really cool because I believe she comes with Gus Gus on the front, or is that the other mouse? Either way, it's one of the two. And I gotta say, that one is really well done, especially with the way they did the mouse and how it looks like he's jumping. Again, I can't remember his name. Oh, and then it looks like there's also another one here which I did not know about. It's Alice with the Cheshire Cat, and that one's pretty cool, of course, from Alice in Wonderland. And so it looks like the ones that I'm missing are all from Disney. Oh, because there's also a Dumbo one. That one's really cool too. Maybe I missed the day that Funko announced these because it feels like I'm seeing them for the first time, but this one's really cool, the Dumbo with Timothy. Oh, that's amazing. And so I believe that is all of them, and I'm kind of confused as to what number 1 is, as well as 2, because I know Jurassic Park is 3, and then there's also a couple other numbers somewhere in the middle there. And so if you guys have any more information on the movie posters, please let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hold on, everybody, I just checked, and the Star Wars one is number 2, but then what's number 1?